Today we have the honor to talk to the founder and designer and the brain behind Laowa, this lens company, Venus Optics, that came out of nowhere with a lot of interesting lenses.
Cinema 5D at Photokina 2018 is brought to you by B&H, the professional source for all your video needs. Panasonic, cinematic moments for your production. Canon, live for the story. And CVP, your one-stop shop for cine, video, photo, and more.
Mr. Li, thanks for having a talk with us. I hope Photokina has been good for you.
非常感谢。
So, as I mentioned, Laowa came out of nowhere, and there's a lot of established lens companies in the market, and of course it's very, very difficult to build a brand. But for us, and I think we've discovered your company a few years ago, it was very interesting that you made some very, very interesting, very smart choices, in our opinion, of the lenses that are filling niches that nobody else is doing. So actually, how did you get this idea to actually found a new company, and where do you have all this experience from in designing lenses?
Actually, we're not coming from nowhere. I have more than 15 years of experience in designing lenses in Japan. But in the past, when I was designing the lenses, all the ideas are coming from the management. It's a project assigned by the management. When time goes, I'm kind of in a bottleneck because there are some interesting lenses that I would like to develop cannot be realized. So by that time, I decided to build my own company and to develop some unique lenses after listening to the opinions from a lot of different photographers in the market. So I've decided to found my team and design some very unique lenses to bring some fun to the photographers.
How do you actually decide what lenses to make next?
Lens idea is not actually coming from me. I spend most of my time normally to discuss and communicate with photographers from all around the world, and I listen to them, listen to their needs, and trying to help them to realize their ideas. And so all of our products, the ideas are not actually coming from me myself. It's actually coming from all the photographers.
So the market is changing very, very quickly. Photography is becoming, or has become, really mainstream. Everybody is a photographer now. So where do you see the market going, and also the business going, with smartphones getting better and stuff like that? So where do you see the future in terms of where everything is moving these days?
So although there are a lot of photographers like using smartphones to take photographs right now, but we will see people who really loves photography will still decide to use like higher professional cameras, and we will catch this opportunity and develop some unique camera lenses for these people.
What for you are the most interesting developments in terms of the industry as a whole? We see more and more camera manufacturers coming out with new full-frame cameras. We see that you are also starting to make cinema lenses now. Where do you see the most potential, and where do you think everything is moving in terms of the camera technology? Do you think everything is coming together, like photo and video, or do you still see them separate, also in terms of your lens portfolio in the future?
So we believe the mirrorless industry will get bigger and bigger, and the mirrorless cameras is getting smaller and smaller, and we're trying to develop lenses which is compact and lightweight, which is perfect to match with the mirrorless cameras. And also the cinema case is another core trend that we have in the photography and videography business. And with the higher speed and bandwidth right now, videography is going to be the mainstream, the main items main trend in the industry. Therefore, we are going to develop more professional cinematic lenses with high resolution and highest quality in order to catch the trend.
The lens market used to be asleep a few years ago, and you had only very established companies, and they were not very innovating so much, especially in the cinema market. Then suddenly everybody started making cinema prime lenses. Until that market seemed kind of saturated. Now everybody is moving into zoom lenses finally, because I think there's still for a long time there was a lack of documentary zooms that that cover a wide range of focal length within one lens and still having a constant aperture. Now you've just introduced a cinema zoom. Do you think it will be possible to make an even wider zoom, a zoom that is even wider at the starting point, and not necessarily, it doesn't have to be a cinema lens, it can also be a photo zoom, but something that really has a constant aperture but the maximum amounts of focal length possible, because that's a dream for a filmmaker, of course.
Okay. So right now there are a lot of cine zoom lenses manufacturers coming out, and this actually proves the trend of the popularity of the videography or cinematography market. Again, there are also quite some new cinematic cameras coming out lately, and the reason why we're launching the new 25-100 T2.9 lens is we are trying to position and develop a premium, high-quality professional cine lenses with no focus briefing, parafocal attributes. And in the future, we are going to launch another zoom lens with a wide angle range and also telephoto range. The reason why we choose to choose to extend the focal length as the first step is because the investment cost will be a little bit lower, and again, it's also the most common use focal length range. And because my experience in the last 15 years has a lot of things to do with autofocus, high power zoom lenses, and therefore we will definitely work on this market.
Okay, Mr. Li, thank you for the interview. It was very interesting, and good luck for the future of new products, and we look forward to checking them out and reviewing them in the future as well.
Thank you so much for the great support. We'll continue to build a lot of interesting lenses to the market and let everybody to have fun with it.
Thank you everybody for watching, and stay tuned to Cinema 5D for more news, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already.